What's up, y'all? Nico Lamont, and I'm back after a while. But what we're gonna talk about today is, of course, this foolishness that you see on my screen. But also, I'm gonna go a little deeper into this Freemasonry shit and this satanic shit that's going on the earth, and we're gonna do a little speculating based on the reality that's presented to us on what happens in the afterlife, and how we were created, and why this earth was created and things like that. So I'm gonna start y'all off by saying this is a post right here from my Facebook where I was basically letting everybody know that this right here with Lil Nas X is a mocking to people who believe that Cardi B and Beyonce are actually women who have had babies. Like they actually were really pregnant and birthed babies, which is far from the fucking truth. So this is why he's pictured here with the roses. Roses is a symbol of secrecy in Freemasonry, and you see Beyonce pictured with the roses in the same type of pose, holding the fake belly. Same thing, same fake belly they give these manual transmissions that play in these movies on TV shows, um, fucking commercials. You know what I'm saying? Like the same thing. This is the reason why they pose Lil Nas X up like this, because they know like we're all just gonna look at it like, man, men can't have babies. This is wild. Like this is weird. Like, but it's really a mocking of the people who don't have eyes to see and don't have the conscious soul to be able to pick up on the fact that this is definitely a man that's pictured here on the right in Beyonce. So let me get a little deeper into, you know, these type of people, and and y'all can go into, some of my older videos and you see when I was talking about the Freemason niggas, and I show you them doing the Freemason handshake, and these are just illustrations. Mind you, this is before they had photography, but they showing you illustrations. They could have drew any type of picture they wanted to draw, but the pictures they got of like old Freemasons and kings and stuff like that. They got these dudes, like I'm talking about the dudes that was like George Washington style. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe a little bit even before his time. But these dudes got on wigs. They got lipstick on. You know what I'm saying? They got kitten heels on. Like they doing the little tranny pose and like doing feminine poses and everything. And I'm like, these are guys. Why do they have wigs on? Why do they have makeup on? So like all this stuff just started to click. And like I'm a type of person, like I'm open to all information. Like when I was researching and things like that, I was always open to the information because I realized like I'm not a fan of anybody. Once I once I realized sports was rigged and all that other stuff, and I was seeing the rituals that they do in sports and realizing that that shit was just all bullshit. Like at that point, I'm just like, well, shit, sports was my favorite thing. So I'm not biased to any of this shit anymore. I'm not biased to any of the information. And that was the best way for me to go because it allowed me to just, I bumped my head a few times. I, you know, read some information, or maybe listened to somebody speak on some information, and it made me, you know, it might have captured me at the time. Because like I said, with a lot of this misleading information that they got out here, they're gonna sprinkle some truth in there. They're gonna get some stuff to resonate with you. Because you can't just tell people straight lies, because lies is full with they're filled with bullshit. You know what I'm saying? It's mostly bullshit when it comes to a lie. But if you want to tell a semi good lie, you're gonna have to give some truthful details. You're gonna have to tell some truth. You're gonna have to give the right characters that were there and stuff like that. You don't want people to crack your case that easy. You don't want to just tell them like, man, I was there with Tim, John, and Craig, and then next thing you know, they make one phone call and they found out you was with a whole different set of three people. You couldn't even name the right people that you was there with. You know what I'm saying? Like that would crack your case easy. So a lot of these fucking stories that they tell you out here, they're gonna have a little bit of fucking truth sprinkled in there, but it's up to you to be able to discern what is the truth and what's not, but also to know where they going with it. Like once you figure out, like, man, this got to be a lie. Your next move is to figure out why they lying. So why would they be lying? Like, what made them lie about this? Now that I know it's a lie, what made them lie about this? That was always my mission. Even if it was some information that I grasped onto and I thought was true, and I thought it was, and then I found out like, oh nah, that contradicts this piece of information. Once I got to those points, it was just like, okay, so now I want to figure out did this if why did this particular source say this. You know what I'm saying? And you start to get interesting questions once you unbiasedly. People say that they unbiasedly research, but most people don't. So back to, because I'm gonna jump around a lot. So back to uh this Satanism stuff and why we see stuff like this. You know what I'm saying? So I personally feel like Satan, the devil, Jesus, Allah, whatever you want to call him, whatever fucking high god deity that they give these fucking uh devil names, whatever type of devil names they give them, man, whatever one you want to pick that works. But I feel like the devil was created in the realm of heaven, meaning like that was where the devil first existed. I feel like it adds validity to the story of the devil being kicked out of heaven, and I'm gonna tell you why. So when we're born, we all have a soul. People always question the free will thing and say, well, if God knew that free will, people, you could do bad with your free will, you know what I'm saying? Why would he give you free will then? And I always say, if you don't have free will, you're a robot. You're the same thing that they want to make you here on earth. You know what I'm saying? That's why they flip your mind into thinking that that's actually the creator that's like that, to tell you that, oh, he's a jealous God and this and that and gave you free will and now he's mad that you used the free will and da, 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 da. No, the only people mad that you use your free will is these devil people on earth. There's the only people. That's why they always want to brainwash you. That's why they always want to tell you what to think. That's why when the news come on, they want you to trust what the news is saying, even if it don't match up with what you think in on the inside. Even if whatever they break down, no matter how deep they try to go with it, they try to get you a scientist that got on a lab coat and he's supposed to be smart and graduated from this place and that place, and he breaks it down and you're like, but that don't make sense. Like, I understand everything he said, like you repeat everything he said and you're like, but that don't make sense. And that's what they want to do here on earth. Even though your soul, your intuition, that the thing that's on the inside of you, your connection to the creator, the thing that the creator gave you, that free will thing, is telling you, nope, that don't sound right. But what do most of us do? Even when stuff don't sound right, we just go with the crowd and we go with what society tells us to do, even when it doesn't sound right. So that's that is the whole thing about free will. If you didn't have free will, like, let me tell you the way the creator intended for free will to work. Let me give you an example of how I feel like the creator wanted free will to work. I'm going to give you a good example. All right. A lot of y'all like money and business and all that type of stuff, the stuff that they made to, you know, get your soul from you. have you worried about money and ready to kill and slap somebody over $20. They wanted you to be focused on that. So I'm gonna give you an example of some money stuff, business. Let's say you have an idea for something. Because, like I said, if you don't have free will, you're a robot. You can't, no free will means no soul, means no conscience, means no ability to think on your own. No free. That's what no free will means. So, the way I feel the creator looked at free will and two people interacting with their free will. I think I need to give me a sip of water. The way I feel like the creator looked at that is, let's say for instance you got a great business plan, you know, and you got a great name for the business, you got a great setup, everything, just you picked out a great location, you know what I'm saying? And then you tell a good friend about it. But then this good friend hears everything you say, and then they bounce even better off ideas. They give you like, man, what you should do is put the parking lot over here, then add the bar, then do this and do that, and they just give you some great, and then y'all both just like, oh my goodness, y'all sell. The idea ain't even pop off yet. Y'all ain't even invest no money yet or nothing like that. Next thing you know, y'all popping champagne bottles uh just because they were able to think of something that you couldn't think of, and it was in a positive light. It was in something that made you both like, you know you both, thought that shit was great. So that's my idea of what the creator intended for how the creator wanted free will to go. Like just two or more people being able to talk to each other, but also have a difference of opinion or a different perspective or a different view on how somebody can go about something and make it better. Not to take your free will and say, well, I think I can manipulate them into doing something for me where I get more out of them than they get out of me. Like that's all the creator was saying. Like, use your free will and your conscious mind to, as people like to always say, to build together. To build together. Because they say two minds is better than one. Three minds is better than two. All that shit right there, right? So if that's the case, we all have our own conscious minds and ways of thinking and things like that. Who says that you can't use it for positive interactions? That's all the creator was saying. And leave the negativity, the, oh, I'm trying to get over on this person, that type of stuff. Leave that. Nah, that can't be here. So the way I feel like it went was, the first time the devil, Satan, whatever you want to call it, made that mistake of trying to use its free will to do something that was negative instead of positive, the creator said, okay. So you just want to just, oh, you think that you can just, how I told you this place will be, ran smooth, how people will get along. But you want to do things your way because you think that, shit, I got free will. I can do what I want. You're not going to kill me. You created me. You gave me the free will. And the creator was like, yep, you right. But I ain't got to house you here. You don't have to stay here because you want to be somebody that want to be an oddball. That's literally the way I speculate. This is the only thing I speculate on. And when it come to, shit that I say, it's just the afterlife. Cause I don't know. I ain't never been there and I don't know nobody that been there. But I'm just basing this off of what goes on in life, to try to like put the pieces together. And I'm saying, like, it gotta be some validity because I already know I got my own copy of the scriptures and stuff like that. And I already know that book be talking strange. Like, you can literally hear in some like in some words when they're literally talking, and you can tell they're talking like, and it's the creator talking. Not saying the creator had any, hands in the book, but it's basically like they're saying truth about the creator. Like, I'm gonna give you an example. In Genesis, when they're talking about the creation of the earth, it starts off by saying God, the creator, basically put the green vegetation, and the water and stuff like that here for the animals and also for the humans to eat. That's what they said the creator told Noah or whatever. And said that it was here for the animals to eat, the green vegetation. That means everything that grows, the stuff that grows out of the ground, the food that grows here for us. Said the green vegetation was here for the animals and for the humans. So just think about that. Green vegetation. So the animals are supposed to eat that, and we supposed to eat that. Right? Don't say nothing about us eating animals. After the flood, right? Because they claim that the creator flooded the earth because man was acting crazy. Even though, remember, we get back to the, well, why he ain't kill the devil? But this is when you know that this ain't the creator talking. So when they said he created the earth, put the green vegetation here for the animals and the humans to eat, that makes sense. That makes sense that, yeah, that makes sense that the creator, because, yeah, food does grow here on the earth. And there's a lot of animals that eat vegetation, that feed off the earth, as well as we can. So that makes sense that the creator put the food that grows in the ground here for the animals and the humans, because animals eat the green vegetation and so do we. Makes perfect sense. Okay, I'm with you on that. I'm with you. But then it goes on after the creator decides to flood the earth for no reason, just because some people wanted to go on a satanic route. What the fuck that got to do with the rest of us? It's like, oh nah, fuck it, I'm gonna wipe it out. I'm gonna start it over. After the flood, the the God in the Bible told Noah, basically, oh, I made a mistake the first time. Now you can, now the animals, they gonna run in fear and terror of you. And I'm like, hold on, what the hell am I reading? Like, literally, that's what it said. They're gonna run in fear of and terror of you. And they are now basically like your food to eat. Like, you can now eat the animals. At first, you wasn't supposed to eat the animals. The animals was animals. They was doing their thing. The humans was doing their thing, and I got food for both of y'all. Green vegetation. And now it literally changed it up and said y'all can eat the animals now. I'm like, what? So why the animals got to be punished for something that man was doing? Because you say you only flooded it because of man. That's why you got Noah to round up the animals. So you only flooded it because of man. So what's the running in fear and terror of man part got to do with anything? So now the animals got to fear us, and we get to eat them now. Like, who's talking? And that's what they do. That's how the Bible, that's literally an example of how they do in all types of media, not just the Bible, in all fucking books. And you literally have to figure out who the fuck is talking and what sounds like it makes sense. That part when they was like, oh, the creator flooded the earth and said, you know what, I changed my mind. Eat the fucking animals and make sure they make sure they scared of you too. Make sure they know you dominate their ass and you will eat their ass whenever the fuck you want now. Make sure they know that. I'm like, what? How we just go from everything is beautiful, let's eat the green vegetation, the animals gotta get eaten now. They ain't even do nothing. They ain't had nothing to do with man's sins. You literally doing this for man's sins, and now the animals got to pay for it. That's misleading. But that's what that fucking book does. And that's why you were given the proper discernment to figure that type of shit out. So That's why I feel like the devil was actually kicked out of heaven. It was like one mistake. Like, oh yeah, I heard about what you did. Yeah, I heard. Yeah, you lied to him and you told him to do this and do that just so that you can get over. And the creator was like, you got to go. You got to go. It's like, nah, I ain't gonna kill you. I made you. I'm disappointed. I wish that you would have just, you know, just seen like, look, I'm not trying to control you or anything. I'm just letting you know, like, for people to get along, you have to just go with that stand. You have to set that standard of like, let's just be good to each other. If you want to get along, I use the example. I hate when people say stuff like, I just got a smart ass mouth and that's just what it is. I know I got a smart ass mouth, but that's just what it is. People who say that stuff, the reason they say that because they know that their smart ass mouth has gotten them in trouble, or maybe has like broken up a friendship that they know was like at the end of the day when they thought about it, it was like, damn, it was just really my smart ass mouth. It really didn't have to go that far. It's people who lost jobs and all that shit because they got a smart ass mouth. But instead of saying like, you know what, maybe I should fix my smart ass mouth. Maybe if that person thinks about fixing a smart ass mouth, maybe if everybody thinks about fixing their smart ass mouth, we would all be able to get along because it would be nobody snapping at people for shit, especially when they be wrong. Most people who say that type of shit, I got a smart ass mouth, but that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? It they saying that because they know a lot of times they be popping off and they be wrong as shit. They be the first one popping off, cussing motherfuckers out, but be wrong as shit because they ain't even take the time to think about what's going on, ask no questions. They just had the smart ass mouth. That's all they had for you, but not realizing that that's the way that heaven works, in my opinion. That's the way that heaven works. It's like, nah, this not a place where if you got a smart ass mouth, you just gonna have a smart ass mouth. If you a thieving ass person, you just gonna be a thieving ass person. No, you gonna get the fuck out of here. I love you. Same thing. It's like when they say we all made in the image of the creator, it's the same thing. Like with parents who kick their kids out. Like they will get to a point where, like, because we taught forgiveness and all that other bullshit that you shouldn't really do. But that's that satanic shit. You know what I'm saying? Because it's almost like they want us to do the reverse of what I feel like the creator did to Satan. They want us to forgive and forget and all that other stuff. Give me one more chance type shit. You know what I'm saying? But the creator was like, nah, you already knew how I wanted things to roll up here. And you purposely went against that for your own selfish needs or your own selfish ways. So why should I trust that you won't do it again? No, you got to go. Of course, I'm not going to kill you. I made you to be able to think on your own. That ain't no reason for you to die, but it ain't no reason for you to live here. So that's when Earth was created. Stationary, flat Earth, level Earth with a dome over top of it. Don't let them lie to you about the sky. The sky is never black. The sky is midnight blue. Where the fuck you think the name of that color comes from? Go look at the sky any time at night. I don't care what area. Go to the least light polluted area that you can find. Do that for me. I don't even care. Go to the mountains. Go wherever you feel you need to go so that you can just see the sky and the stars. And I bet you won't see no black sky. You won't see no black sky that they show you on TV and the movies and on Google and shit. You won't see no black sky. You'll see a midnight blue sky. That's where that color comes from. So with me knowing this information about what the earth is like, covered with a dome, a clear diamond dome, you know what I'm saying? That's why they can't get in or out. It made me realize that that's what earth was. That's why they say hell on earth. That's what earth was created for. Earth was created to put the devil here and make sure that the devil can't make it out. And I'm thinking like, damn, we can't make it out. So would that make heaven? Is heaven a physical place that's when I started thinking like, damn, I wonder if heaven is a physical place that once you assume a body in that, once you get to that realm, if you can ascend to that realm, then you will assume a body there. Whatever that body may look like, whatever it may be, shit, it might be 10 feet tall, or who knows what the body would look like. You know what I'm saying? Who knows what the body will be? But I feel like it's a physical place, or else the earth would not have been created with a dome to keep the devil from physically getting out. Because it's like, shoot, the creator, like, shoot, I control the souls. The souls is what basically what I'm connected to. If you doing the right thing and you seeing past all this devil shit that they got going on, all these different religions and all this other shit that they got that branched off of Satanism, if you can see past all that, then yeah, you'll be connected with me. I can just bring you up. You know what I'm saying? When you die, when your body's done here, I could just bring you up. You know what I'm saying? But physically, nah, ain't nobody getting through that barrier. Nope. Cause I know that the only way for the devil and his minions to exist down there is through a body. The only way they can move around and manipulate people and put all this fake shit on TV and try to get the masses to follow is by coming in human form. So, hey, I know in human form and any type of physical form, you can't get through this dome. So your only way is literally to put blinders on and listen to yourself. Listen to your own intuition on what's going on in this world and stop just saying like, well, that's what they tell me. That's what the documents say. You know what I'm saying? Like we really gotta like break stuff down and be able to start analyzing things. And that's why I get to the conclusion, well, okay, so like I said, there's some validity to this Satan kicked out of heaven shit because like it's like they go out their way to discredit the real creator. Like I said, like by making them seem like, oh, he's a jealous God, flooded the earth over a few people's sins, then changed from saying the animals and the people eat the green vegetation to saying, hey, people can now eat the animals and they now could be scared of you, like make sure they run in fear and terror of you. Like I'm like, that's crazy. That's a crazy way to word things. You know what I'm saying? About one of the creator's creations. You know what I'm saying? To tell us that we can like do that to animals now. That didn't make sense. It didn't sit well. So basically what happened once the creator created earth, you know what I'm saying, and basically put the devil's soul down here, the devil takes the form of a human person. Literally takes the form of a human person or whatever we see as a human person. And being as though, like a lot of people might say, well, why give the devil rule over, like give him the whole earth and let, you know, the devil run shit down here? Like, what about all these innocent people and all this stuff like that? But I always say, man, pain and death is temporary. Pain and death is temporary. Your soul is forever. You know what I'm saying? Your soul can, pain and death down here, man, that shit ain't gonna be nothing. Like if you on your righteous and you on your, just stepping in the right direction and actually listening to yourself and your creator talk to you. Like when people say go within, like they be real vague about it because they don't really know what that shit mean for real. But it's literally like that's the meaning of soul. Soul is your consciousness. It's your ability to feel and think. So the moment you let that go and you start being mindless and you start just being like, man, I know that shit don't seem right, but you still doing it anyway. Like with this poison that people getting, like it's a lot of people that got the poison that tell you that don't none of it make sense about what they telling you about it, but they still will go get the poison. They still will go get it. And that's the shit right there. Like literally, you questioning this and it don't make sense was literally going within. That was all the going within you needed. Was the fact that somebody told something to you that was supposed to be fact. It came from the so-called credible source of the news, and you still broke that information that they gave you down, and you said it didn't make sense, but you still did the opposite. That right there proves to the creator, it shows. That's why I always tell people the earth, us being born here, is literally a test. What better way to prove that you don't need to keep bringing people into heaven that can possibly be like Satan if you don't test them to see if they're going to be like him, if they're going to follow him? Because obviously it must didn't work out with the creator having this, having Satan being born or created in that realm, because he realized like shit, well, at the end of the day, you gotta have your free will. You're not a robot. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be able to think on your own. I'm disappointed. I wish that you would have done the right thing, but you didn't do the right thing. But I just have to realize you gotta go. Same thing with parents that kick their kids out. Like I said before, they will love you to death. But it will get to the point where they like, I cannot have you stay here anymore. If I let you stay here, you gonna bring this house down. You know what I'm saying? You gonna cause chaos in the house. You gonna cause fighting amongst the siblings, fighting amongst me and you. So why not just get you up out of here? And I still love you. 98%. Let me say, oh, it's maybe a little small percentage of parents that be like, look, I'm gonna kill that motherfucker. Like, and really be serious. Like, I'm gonna get that motherfucker out of there. But for the most part, ain't nobody trying to kill a kid. They got too much love for them. But you got to get the fuck away from me. You got to. When you just a hard headed, just a trifling, just you do what you want type of person, and you just don't see it, and nobody is wrong. Like, you're never wrong, but everybody else is always wrong. It's never your fault. When you one of those people, like, eventually even the parents say, look, I love you, but you gotta get away from me. Same thing. It's the same thing. That's why they say we made in the image of the creator, because we would do the same thing. That's the same thing the creator did. That's why when people ask the question, why didn't he just kill the devil? Because that's like his child. Like, why would I kill you just because you don't listen? You know what I'm saying? Like, I just know what to do. I know you won't be corrupting nobody else up in my house. You can go down there, I'll make you a house. Most parents don't need to do that. A lot of parents don't, they kick you out of the house. They ain't got another house for you. They ain't got another apartment for you. They like, look, I got a house for you. I got a place you can go. But you can't be up here doing it. And the devil was probably like, hey, look, well, shoot, I'm gonna corrupt all your people. How about that? I'm gonna corrupt all your people and get them to follow me, get them doing all the wrong things down here. And the creator would probably looked at him and was like, so, okay, that helps me, because then I know who it lets me know who to bring and who not to bring. Instead of going through what I went through with you, of just making everybody up here in this realm, I got a place where I can test them to see if they worthy to come here. I got me a place. It don't matter. So do what you do. And that was the way that I feel that shit had to happen. And that's how we get here to Earth, where they created, like, where, like I said, where basically the devil became God. Like shit, I'm God of the earth. I know everything about the earth. I was put down on the earth. You know what I'm saying? So I know everything about the earth. I know everything that I need to know to manipulate people into going in the direction that I want them to go. I know best how to manipulate these people and and show these people. I know best how to manipulate these people and show these people how how to do it the satanic way, and how to get those people to rebel against God without even know it, or rebel against the Creator. I'm sorry, rebel against the Creator without even knowing it. You know what I'm saying? Because I know it happened to me. I was in that realm. I know what's suspected, so I know exactly what to do to get people. And the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create a God that's in the form of that's really me, but I'm gonna act like it's you, especially when I'm talking about foul shit that's being done. Now, yeah, of course, I'm gonna talk about the shit that you want them to do because I know that that's instilled in them. I know that they gonna resonate with that. I know I can't just come out here telling people, uh, kill your mama. It like that can't be the first verse, you know what I'm saying, in in the Bible. Hey, when you come out the womb and you get old enough, kill your mother. I mean, I'm pretty sure if these satanic people could just say something like that, they would definitely just and literally get us to do it. But you wouldn't see nothing like that because, like I said, the only thing they can do is they gotta give us some truth, some stuff that resonates with us, some little good messages here and there. But overall, that book is just here to mix you all up, and it's dangerous. I tell people like all information. It don't matter where you get it from, the Bible, books, magazines, documentaries, movies, whatever. All information is dangerous to people who don't have the discernment to know exactly what the fuck they hiding, and how they trying to trick you, what they trying to get you to believe. What you should believe and what they trying to get you to believe. Like, it's fucking dangerous out here for a lot of people who do quote unquote research, but they have no clue, absolutely no clue on how to discern what's real and what's fake. So Um, let me see. I just want to make sure I ain't leaving nothing out. Like as far as my whole thoughts on what this life is about, and I think I covered the fact that, like I said, these people or this entity, this type of consciousness, this type of feeling, this soul that rules over the earth is basically set up religions so that people would subconsciously, what I'm saying, subconsciously follow the devil. So that's why I always say Satanism was the first religion. It's like you give your praise and your thanks to the devil. The devil gonna take care of you on this earth, gonna give you all the earthly riches, all the bullshit that don't matter, all the material shit that's not gonna take you to where you need to go. Once you die, all that material shit stay here with you. Or get sold off or, you know, given to somebody. All that material shit, that shit don't go nowhere with you. But that's what you're gonna be promised here on earth if you praise the devil slash God. That's what you're gonna get here. And they created all the religions as just a way because, like I said, the mind is a great it's a hard thing to crack. The soul is a hard thing for them to crack. Like without a doubt, everybody that's born is gonna be born with a soul. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna already be born hardwired with the ability to catch bullshit, to know what bullshit is, to know that when bullshit don't sound right. So they work damn hard every generation, every year to try to figure out ways to brainwash you and get you to believe that doing the wrong thing is actually okay. So, I mean, y'all can Leave some motherfucking comments and shit. If I miss some shit, maybe I'll probably do another video if y'all need me to clear some things up. But I'm basically saying that this earth was created literally for the devil. This is hell. That's why they call it hell on earth. This is where the devil rules. The people who praise the devil, people who look up to the devil, that's why a lot of these big pastors and stuff like that, because all religions is a branch of Satanism. This is why they all get a bunch of money. This is why they all get celebrity fame and things like that. Because that's who it's given to. The people who are used to mislead everybody else into following the devil shit, into following Satan. Because if you following Satan, then you're just, in the creator's eyes, you're just a gullible person. Especially you old enough to know right from wrong and know that you shouldn't be doing the things that you doing and listening to the shit that they telling you. You old enough to know, like, you already broke it down in your head that shit don't sound right, and you still going to do stupid shit. Then that's all the creator need right there. That's, you failed the test. I use the example all the time. I say, basically, being born on Earth, it's like being born in Las Vegas. They call it Sin City. It's like being born in Las Vegas, but you don't. And the only way that you can make it to the next realm or heaven or whatever you want to call it, the only way you can make it there is by being basically a square that lives in Sin City. Like, people say, "Hey, you ever been in the casino?" Nah, I don't gamble. Shit, you ever fuck with a prostitute out there? Nah, nope, never did that. You drink? Nah, I don't drink. Shit, you ever been out on the Vegas Strip? You know what I'm saying? Just see the weirdos and shit. Nope, never been out there. What? Shit, what do you don't do nothing in Vegas? You don't do none of the acts? Nope, I don't participate in none of that shit. That's literally what being born on the earth is like. If you want to make it to the next level, if you want to make it to a heaven or the next realm, you need to realize that pretty much all the shit that they got out here for us to feed into is bullshit. Is devil talk. Is shit to get us further and further away from being on the same plane, being on the same thinking level or the same conscious level as the creator. Cause it's like, just imagine like being able to hear somebody talking over the phone, somebody that you cool with. Like, as far as what you know about them, everything cool. Like, you know, they cool people. But you hear a conversation, overhear a conversation to them talking about how they do weirdo stuff that you don't do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just doing a whole bunch of like weird stuff, and you like, what? Like, that ain't something that I like. It will make you. It will kind of like, in that moment you will kind of lose your connection with that person, because you'll just be like, nah, they ain't. I don't think that's the type of person I want to be dealing with, knowing that that's the type of shit that they really would be doing. And that's just how the creator looks at it. Like, while you down here, and the creator looking at you like doing some weirdo shit because you feeding into what the devil people told you to do. It's like the creator looking at it like, I don't even. And the motherfucker said they knew it was some weirdo shit before they did it, and they still, nope, I ain't fucking with them. Nope, I ain't. That's why they tell you Jesus died for your sins. I don't know if I said this earlier in the video, but I'm gonna say it again. That's why they tell you Jesus died for your sins. That's why they tell you about yin and yang balance, because they want you to accept the evil that they're going to be doing on the earth, so that you can just think that it's regular, it's normal life, just to be evil, just to do evil stuff. They tell you Jesus died for your sins. The reasons what? They basically told you that Jesus died for the right for you to do premeditated fucked up shit, and just as long as you apologize for it, and and should pay homage to Jesus, then everything's all right. Don't worry about it. The creator knew we was gonna do fucked up shit. So he sent his only son, begotten son, to die for the right for us to continue to do fucked up shit. And we were already doing fucked up shit before Jesus got here, right? So you sent Jesus to die so we can continue to do fucked up shit? Does that make sense to anybody? That don't make sense. And that's them trying to discredit the creator by even telling that story. By even telling that story, because they know a lot of people gonna believe it. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people gonna use that to like debunk Christians and go at them. They gonna be like, God is stupid. And but don't realize that in a sense, you talk about the creator because that's who you think. That's who you think they talking about. So you literally calling the creator stupid because that's a story. That's like somebody telling a story about you that ain't true. And then somebody running around with that information. That's like somebody saying you ain't washed your ass in a week. They're like, yeah, this nigga ain't washed his ass in a week. But it ain't motherfucking true. And then you hear somebody running around with that. Oh, this nigga ain't washed his ass in a week. And you know goddamn well the people that's talking about it, like they lying. That's not what happened. And you actually running around with that stupid ass shit. You gonna look at the person that's running around with that dumb ass shit almost just as dumb as the people who said it. Like you gonna look at them like you just a stupid fuck. And you out here running around repeating shit because this motherfucker hating on me. So you just running around repeating some dumb shit that they said like a stupid motherfucker. That's how we would look at it, right? Again, the creator looking at you like the same thing. Like, oh, you believe that? Oh, you believe that that's what I would do? That I would create people with free will. You know what I'm saying? Let the devil do what he do, but then kill mankind because I put the devil here and I knew he was up in heaven manipulating people. And then that's the reason why I built Earth and put him down here. So I knew he was gonna manipulate people here because he was doing it up there. So you mean to tell me the creators just skipped over all that and just say, "Well, fuck, I'm just gonna kill mankind"? I could just take care of it all with the devil. No, because the creator's not a killer. The devil's literally mad because the creator not letting them back. It's like, yeah, I kicked you out. I kicked you out. You mad? You mad? It's my fault. Just think about it. We got people like that in our real lives. It's our fault. It's our fault. You fucked up. You stole out of my house and I kicked you out. But you mad at me and telling everybody I'm this, I'm that. Don't act like we don't know people like this. Literally, bro. This is what they teach. This is why they teach that shit, bro. This is why this world we live in a satanic world where there's satanic people give us satanic phrases, give us satanic thoughts, and all that shit. This is why we got people like this in the world that exist like this. Literally the same thing as what the devil does with the creator. Just be making up stuff because he's mad. Because you can't come back. You can't come to the house no more. You kick the fuck out. This is what it is. Oh, it was one mistake. I don't care. I don't care. Oh, you said sorry. I don't care. If you were sorry, you wouldn't have did it before. You wouldn't have did it in the first place. You already knew. I was against it. That's just like little kids who fucking jump on their bed. It's like little kids who jump on their bed. When their mama come in, they look dumb. They immediately plop down. First thing the mom, I'm gonna whoop your ass if I see you jumping on this bed again. And then what they do when they think the mother or the father not listening, maybe they went all the way downstairs, maybe to the basement. What they end up doing? Jumping on the bed again. Jumping on the motherfucking bed again. So the creator look at it like the same thing. I already told you I didn't. That's not what I want you to do. I already told you. You already know. You already got the feelings. You already got the blueprint. You already know that's not what I want to do. But you gonna do it anyway. And it's my fault if I don't accept your sorry. Your bullshit ass sorry. How can you be sorry about something that you premeditated and did? Like, no. That's why we gotta stop with the forgiveness shit and all that other shit. Motherfucker do some shit to you on purpose Like you can't just you can't just take that shit, and you can't just take a sorry all the time and think that, especially some, like, you take a apology for somebody accidentally stepping on your shoe. You know what I'm saying? That's like that's genuine, because it's like that was real. I didn't mean to do that. But when people do stuff purposely to you, you it doesn't make sense to forgive them and all that other stuff, because it's like, look, you already knew that was not what I wanted you to do. You already know how that would have made me feel before you did it, but you still did it. That's selfish. That's yin and yang bullshit that they teach you. Yin and yang. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get started on that for a second. And how stupid that is, how people believe that, well, you gotta have balance, balance, balance. Once again, that's brainwashing shit that they told you so that you can accept the evil that they do here on earth. That's all. That's the only reason. Because it's not acceptable on heaven. Remember, it got the devil kicked out of heaven. Because it's like, nigga, nah, we don't play them games over here. We don't play them manipulative games. We don't play that you manipulating people and trying to get over on people. No, we don't play those games, because we try to keep it on a chill environment where everybody getting along, ain't nobody trying to get over on nobody, so that it's always a chill environment. That's why he got kicked out. It's not always a good environment if I allow people to get away with doing fucked up shit to each other. I got to set it straight through the door. You cannot come in here acting like that. And that's simply what the creator did. I hope people can like really grasp that. And that's why they tell you, like, that's why I say I use the shit that they tell us here on earth, like in real life today, like right now, in real time. I use that shit, and I kind of like, and I put that shit all together to figure out why are they telling this lie? Because I already figured out that it don't make sense. Just tell me that it was balanced, that people have to be balanced, that people have to like yin and yang means balance. So that means that if everything should be balanced and perfectly balanced, that means that you should love your kids as much as you hate them. Like for like what like 3 days out the week. Spoil them, man. Treat them with nothing but love. Give them hugs, kisses, all that shit, whatever. And then the next 4 days, beat the shit out of them. You know what I'm saying? Just yell at them for no reason. Talk to them like they ain't shit. Just do it, because that's balance. That's balance, right? That's literally balance, right? I've never met a parent that says, "Man, I just let my kids go through shit because fuck that shit." Like, they gotta learn. They gotta, it's balance. You know, most parents say shit like, "Man, I want to make it, I want to protect my kids from everything, like all the heartaches, all the hurt if I can. I know I can't protect them from everything, but most parents will tell you they want the best for their kids. They don't want nothing to ever happen to their kids. They don't want their kids to go through nothing that they went through and all this shit. And those would be the same parents that tell you they believe in yin and yang and balance and all that other stuff. And I'd be like, that's false, because you don't you don't want the same for your kid. You don't want them to experience struggle, you know what I'm saying, and happiness. You want to eliminate all struggles if you can. You know what I'm saying? But that ain't balance. You said balance was important. But that's how easy it is to contradict a person who talking that stupid ass balance shit, because once again, the only reason that they say that, which actually makes sense, is because they want people to be okay with evil shit. That's all. That's the only reason they say you gotta have balance. You gotta have balance to this to, the good things that happen in the world, you gotta have bad things. Then that's just them making you accept that, nigga, they gonna be doing bad things all the time. The majority of the time they gonna be doing bad things, trying to get you to follow those bad things. But yeah, man, once again, shit, I done went motherfucking long-winded with this motherfucker. So, like I said, if it's anything else that I need to elaborate on, we need to get deeper on. Anything that I feel like I left out, I definitely just do another video, you know, just just off me feeling like there's something extra. But if y'all feel like it's anything that I left out or any questions y'all want to ask about this, leave that shit in the comments. And remember, stupid lives don't matter.